is a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi, I'm Bran, and I love the Chicken Sisters.
Hi, I'm Jax, and I like the Chicken Sisters.
I'm Dan, and I despise the Chicken Sisters, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
The rumors are true, folks.
Jax has her cat shirt on.
Yes. Is that cat sticking out of that
What's
pocket?
going on there?
Queen of Kitties.
Queen of Kitties.
This is from a company called Maeve. No, I bought this. Yes.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
not given to me. I bought it, and I'll be wearing it pretty much 3 or 4 times a week from here on out.
For the rest of your life.
Are you going to wear it when you come see us in a month for the marathon?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I'll be sleeping in this because it also looks like, Dan, I think there's a theme where my clothes do look like pajama shirts.
They do. Now that you say it, I did
Right?
last week. I did feel bad for a half second for saying you were in your pajamas and it was your nice
No
shirt.
need.
Yeah.
It's kind of my brand.
It's
you
your
know?
brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
You should start your own brand of PJs that you can wear for bed or for walking around town.
I
I
remember
love that.
we, a tradition at our house is my parents get everybody pajamas. I think it's a tradition in a lot of people's houses on Christmas Eve. And as our families added the pajama, everybody gets pajamas. Like when you go over to there, literally my kids, all the grandkids, all the kids, everybody gets pajamas. One year, this was when you and I were working together at the school.
Okay.
One year, my mom got me a pajama set with pajama pants and a black thermal top.
Uh-huh.
And I wore it. And I was like, this is a little warm for in the house, but I may just wear this. And I started wearing it to teaching.
Yeah.
And it's the shirt I wore on Good Morning America. The shirt I wore on Good Morning America is a pajama top.
I can't imagine, first of all, very thoughtful that they do that. I think that's so cute. We don't have that pajama tradition. I think it's adorable. I wish, now I'm like, instate it. Is instate a word? Install it. I might make it happen.
You can steal
Install
it.
it.
Just steal it. Yeah.
I'm going to steal it.
There it is.
But I can't imagine you being able to wear a thermal shirt to sleep in.
Oh,
I feel
God,
like
no.
I feel like most guys tend to run a little warmer.
I can't. No.
We're hot. Well, listen, we're hot boys.
We're hot boys.
That's what when they ask me about you, that's the first thing I
Well,
say.
the first thing you
I
need to
know
know is
about
they're hot boys.
They're hot
That's
boys.
the first thing you need to know. We can go from there.
But not in the conventional sense. They just run hot.
They just run hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short.
what do you call them? Do you call them pajamas? Do you call them jammies?
Oh my God.
Jamaroos?
Since I've known you, I think of jams. I think of you saying that, but I call them pajamas.
Oh,
They're
Pajamas,
PJs.
like a normal human being.
But
Of course, yeah.
jams, when you say it, Brandon,
Yeah,
it's
jams is pretty fun. Jams is pretty fun. Let's see if the Chicken Sisters this week is as
Or
fun
as much
Jam
fun
Jams.
as Jam Jams.
Let's find out. Season 2, episode 6. It's called
Storm coming, y'all.
That Would Have Been Really Smart.
Gotta be, right? Am I wrong?
Jax?
The women always know, y'all.
That's it. How the heck did you know that?
Because the women always know,
The
y'all.
women always know, y'all.
Why did
I thought this title was fun, so I was excited about it. I was glad it wasn't like the future is female, y'all, or
Oh.
pink pussy has unite, y'all. Women always know, y'all. Is
Women always
good.
know.
White feminism, y'all. We don't like that.
White
Yeah.
feminism.
Can you imagine if that was the title?
We're intersectional feminists here at Deck the Hallmark.
That's what
That's
I'm
right.
talking about. Absolutely.
Yes. September 14th, 2025 is when it aired, and it went a little something like this. Gus is recovering in bed. I don't know if you remember that episode last week. MS episode.
Yep.
Whole thing. Sergio.
M
episode.
I'll get there.
Sergio is there reading her some pure smut and keeping her company. Frankie finally shows her mom her Instagram of the drawings that she started earlier this season that is really popping off. 200,000 followers. And it makes Amanda feel real happy that her art is out there. There is a big time editor that wants to meet up, maybe set up a call, and Amanda tells Frankie that this is the nicest thing someone has done for her in a long time. Sabrina is prepping for the wedding that is happening
At some point. Yes.
Soon. Because we know that because she's setting up chairs.
Yeah.
They are outside, and it looks... we love Sabrina. Sabrina's back. Nancy says goodbye to the pastor because he's going on a mission trip, and she's clearly not going, but they do say goodbye with a kiss. May finally tells Amanda that she's beginning to think that Clayton isn't here for her, only for Gus. Right on cue, he shows up 30 minutes late to keep watch of Gus, and he shrugs it off, saying he got caught up in some business. Nancy goes to check on her son, Frank Jr., or Frank, if you will, and is shocked to find out that Mr. Chicken is, one, absolutely packed, and two, that the chicken is the family recipe. Sabrina delivers May some bad news. The flowers aren't going to make it. May begins to panic. This wedding, what is going on? Amanda...
That's ranunculus.
Amanda's freaking out. The editor is there and is ready to meet. Clayton goes to try to give Gus pie. She kicks, she's like, no, I don't need pie. And she begins to pick up on the fact that the vibes between them have changed. While Sabrina is continuing to set up chairs, and more chairs, the super hot handyman from season 1, remember him?
Good gracious. How could we forget?
He's back. He is back. Now that is one thing you need to know about him. First thing, he's hot, and it's not just because he runs hot.
No, he's an actual hot boy.
Hot boy.
Yeah, he's hot.
Yeah. And then Nancy is she just goes on a roll. First, she confronts her son about only thinking about himself all the time, and then she goes and tells Clayton off and calls him a coward.
She's so Nancy.
Very good. Shawna serves Frank Jr. divorce papers because that's something that she can do, and he now has to legally deal with this, and it's great. Things go from bad to worse for May. No flowers, plus a storm is coming. Plus, she then sees Clayton loading his suitcases up. She confronts him, and it doesn't go great. He basically tries to be like, I'll be back for the big day. She's like, no, you won't. You're a liar. I'm a liar, so I know that I get that from you now. And basically tells him off. And he's like, I may not be here, but I am proud to be your dad. And she's like, you're not my dad. Ooh. The storm goes from bad to worse, and the mayor is nowhere to be found. So Gus encourages Nancy to run down and pull the tornado alarm herself, take matters into her own hands.
Nancy for mayor.
After she leaves, a tree falls on the house. Hopefully Gus is okay. And Nancy gets down to the mayor's office and demands that the mayor pulls the alarm. He's not there. There's policy and procedure that keeps the people in the office from pulling it. And so Nancy is like, you know what? I'm going to do it. She runs in, she pulls it. And that, my friends, was
The Chicken Sisters, Season 2, Episode 6. The women always know, y'all. 6, not 8.
I don't know what I know.
You were out of it there. Whew. Thinking about that hot boy.
Thinking about that hot boy. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We will break this episode down here on
Deck the Hallmark. There it is.
We're back. Hi, everyone. We're talking Chicken Sisters. Only a couple episodes to go. We're winding down. Lot to get to today. We're going to start with the hot take. It is where we share exactly how we felt about this episode. We're not going to hold back, and I will start with you, Jax. Jax, what'd you think?
Well, first of all, I want to start off by saying that I have overwhelming gratitude that this show did not have Rhiannon Fish and Hot Boy in the same episode.
Oh, my God.
What? Like I don't want to speak for you guys saying this, but my bisexual panic would have just set in. Like what is happening?
Yeah.
They're both so attractive, and they're like really good actors, and they just seem really cool. So anyway,
and that guy who every time we see him on screen, we look him up. He's like in his mid 50s, I think, and it's like not fair.
It's not fair.
It's absurd.
He's taking care of himself.
Oh my God. It's not fair.
Taking care of business.
He's taking care of business. So just to say up top, gratitude for that. Guys, I love this episode. I thought we got to see, Dan last time. It was like the Hallmark gods, the Chicken Sisters showrunner heard your plea.
That's right.
Lea Thompson, some stuff to do. And good golly, Miss Molly, boy, did they ever. I loved this episode. I thought there were so many stunning performances in it that we can get to a little bit more in all the feels. But I also was just, when I say up top, I was so enchanted by the storyline with Amanda. I love how she wasn't mad at Frankie for doing it, which would be a very easy thing. Or if she could be like, I'm insecure, I can't do it. Like, she was a normal insecure, but she still showed her charm. I love that woman who played the editor. I thought she was like New York fun, tough, but also like really into Amanda, not like in a way of like, I'm going to give you a chance because I like you. She's like, you're marketable, which tracks. And then I also think Jack from Jag, we finally found out what a snake he was really. Not only is he not there for May, he's not even there for Gus. He's there for himself, and he can slug off.
He can slug all the way off.
You said it.
Yeah, this is a great episode of television. Great episode of the Chicken Sisters. Maybe the best ever.
Mm-hmm.
So much happens in this episode that is great. Almost all of it is great. There's one thing in this episode that's not great, and it is the preparation for the wedding.
Yep.
Just every time they're out in this field with these chairs, it takes me out of how great this episode is. But yes, so much to like in this episode. So many great performances. Getting to see Nancy just like she just shines in the last third of this episode, and just is phenomenal. May telling off Clayton, and then like when he walks out, the performance she gives with that, like she's only on screen for like a second, but man, the emotion that she had was incredible. A great episode of Chicken Sisters, a great episode of TV. Dan?
Yeah, here's what I'd say. This episode contains some of my favorite scenes that this show has ever produced. You're right, Jax. All of a sudden, Lea Thompson goes from two worst storylines to what if she gets two like moments, and she gets to crush those two moments. Caitlin Howden gets a great moment. Genevieve Angelson gets an amazing moment. Everything in this episode works aside from the giant elephant in the room, which really did hurt this episode for me, which is, why are you setting up chairs outside for a wedding that's not taking place that day? Why are you doing that? You can't explain that to me. You can't, like, it's the summer in the South. Storms, ask all the folks that went to the South Carolina football game on Saturday, 84,000 people in the stands, and a pop-up thunderstorm lightning delay of 2 hours that wasn't in the forecast. You can't, and it's the metaphor of the storm coming in this episode is beautiful. The way the scenes play out with every character, beautiful, unless they're in the field setting up the chairs in the middle of the week for some godforsaken reason. That really bothered me. It is beyond.
Now, I have a question. So as a non-Southerner, I didn't think it was ridiculous to be setting up chairs for a wedding that's in 2 days.
Yeah, I thought it was outside. You didn't.
2 days? No, it didn't even occur to me. I was like, yeah, that's when I would want it done if I had the space.
You would never get the chairs and all of the not just the chairs, but the accoutrement, the stage, the stanchions, everything was set up 2 days early outside. So much can go wrong in 2 days. I didn't get that at all. Like,
God, it's hard. It's hard in the South for you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Finally,
you.
Somebody said it. But I like that.
It's tough down here.
That one thing, and if it was one scene, I would just be whatever. But that's the anchor for the metaphor. So they keep going back out there to remind you, like, this is the physical personification of the anxiety amping up in the show. Is May is getting like, Rukiya Bernard's character and May are dealing with physical objects that are not doing what they're supposed to do, and everyone else is dealing with emotional trauma. And so that wedding thing is the anchor for this, and that is wrong. That doesn't, to me, that was ludicrous. But if I could take that out, this perfect episode of television. Everything else about this is great. And at the end of the day, these actors do such a great job when they're not out in that field that it's hard for me to complain. Plus, we get the return of that dude who, like, I wish I knew his name, but every time he shows up, we're like, how's this dude not in more stuff? So, yeah, I mean, there's some great performances here, and everybody gets to cook. So that's nice.
And they heard about you with the green beans. In the bebeginning, he orders.
heard.
Oh,
the
well,
green beans.
that is a wait what? But yes, they did. It's right. It's like they listened and they were like, Lea Thompson's storyline's bad. Green beans not as big a deal.
They wrote and did this episode in a week.
It's unbelievable.
100%.
Yeah.
They listen and they act accordingly.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Chicken Sisters is the South Park of Hallmark.
That's right.
We're going to do it in real time.
That's right.
All right. It's time for all the feels where we talk about what in this episode gave us some feels. Lots to be had, I'm sure. Jax, try to pinpoint it for us.
I'm going to pinpoint a few because this was full of them. Of course, when Wendie Malick says, "You stood up for me. No one else has ever done that before." Woo! Oh, God. The way she did it, too. And then Lea Thompson hugging her, like the whole thing. Like, incredible. When she said, "You're not my dad," Genevieve Angelson, holy moly.
Come on.
Genevieve, yes. And it was played so subtly, but I felt like it was palpable. I could feel it. Like, just incredible acting all across the board. Amanda continues to be incredibly charming all the way through. I also, two little funny things I loved. Well, three. When the editor commented something funny on Amanda's thing, and Frankie said, "That's millennial cringe, Mom. Those are your people."
Yeah.
Thought that was funny. Sabrina saying, "This is karma for hosting America's Got Baby Gymnast."
Yeah, that line went unnoticed because of how loud the storm was, but it was funny.
It took
Funny
me
line.
out.
Yeah.
And then also Shawna delivering the divorce papers and saying, "What can she do?" Like, she's amazing. So yeah, honestly, like, delighted at every corner, because I do not have the background of being a Southerner and knowing how irresponsible it is about the storm. I'm like, I'm loving every second of this.
Yeah.
I mean, if Jax didn't take everyone's feels, I don't know who did. She gave us 6.
Yeah.
I held back.
6
held back.
feels.
Same goes for me, double.
Yeah.
No, for me, the scene between May and Clayton is unbelievable. She said everything that needed to be said perfectly and put that little doink in his place. Didn't give him the satisfaction of just like, I'm leaving, and I like calls him out on his BS, which I love. And then once he leaves, and the emotion that she showed was incredible. What a scene, Dan.
This show, I will say this, I've come up with a new feels just now, because I was going to say Shawna delivering the papers. I figured the other two would be covered. They all were covered. This show did a really good job of Lea Thompson spelling out the issue with the two types of men that are Frank Jr. and Clayton. And then also did a good job of spotlighting dudes like May's fiance and the dude that helps plan the wedding that we are affectionately calling Hot Boy. Like, and Sergio. Like, this episode does a great job of like just the juxtaposition of those roles and those characters. But yes, Lea Thompson, Genevieve Angelson, and Caitlin Howden, they steal the show in this episode.
There are good boys out there.
There's good ones out there.
There's good boys out there. Let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll get to the wait what, the chicken or fried and chicken of the week.
Yep.
Here on
Deck the Hallmark.
We're back.
Oh,
Hi.
boy.
Hi.
Hey.
It's great to be
Cluck,
here.
cluck to you.
Cluck, cluck to you. Indeed. It's time for the Wait What. It's where we talk about what in this episode made us go, wait, what? In an episode so great, is there much to be found? Let's find out. Jax.
I just have one thing, and this isn't a critique as much of the show as of the character. And I'm like, I want to unpack this with this man. When Jack from Jag says, "Would have been real nice to walk you down the aisle," you literally could have.
Yeah.
You literally could have if you waited 2 dang days.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't get called away. You didn't get called out. Like, she didn't come to him and say, "You're not really here for me." Like, he was trying to sneak away into the night. And it's like, no, you're actually just full of it. You are full of it. And honestly, like, he's worse than I thought. Like, I thought that he would be at least a little bit better of a man than this. Like, he's also just so unattractive the way he treated Gus. I was like, oh, you're just gross and bleh.
He is who I thought he was, and we let him off the hook.
Kudos to the Chicken Sisters for making a truly deplorable human being. What an a-hole thing to say. And also, the beauty of the performance, May's character has said, you're not my dad, cannot bring herself to just say no because it was something she clearly wanted. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like she clearly wanted that. My dad's back in town. He's here for me. He's going to walk me down the aisle. He says that, and it hurts so deeply. She can't even verbalize, get the F out of here. It's just this silence that's just like, I got to make it through this with some fortitude as he walks out the door. A beautiful scene, but such a D-bag thing to say. Are you kidding me?
100%. And then also you see how people like this, and I'm not saying I don't have empathy for them because I do, but you see how May is left with this crushing realization. She's sobbing. And you know what? That man is in his truck and he's relieved.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, good riddance.
That's
exactly right.
Jag from Jag.
The worst.
I only got one real big one. Well, obviously we've already touched on it, but you just can't put them chairs out there.
You can't put the chairs up on a Wednesday or a Thursday. I mean, you can't do it.
They did such a great job of creating the environment of Storm everywhere else except there.
Yeah,
like they just did wind, but it's still very bright, still very sunshiny, and that was a bit of a miss there. But when Clayton,
if they had just made that scene inside, like if they had just made the wedding scene inside, it would have. This would have been an absolute 10 of 10 episode.
Inside, I agree with 100%. Get them chairs out there. Let's get the setup out of the way.
See exactly what it's supposed to look like. Exactly.
Yeah.
So when Clayton does the whole scene with the pie and the like whatever, and then she like reaches out her hand for him, and he like just pats it on the bed, and like the realization that this guy sucks and everything's different now. When he walks out, there's this mirror that's she looks into, and it's like a great shot,
shot,
and it looks wonderful. But I don't know what's that mirror doing
at that angle.
At that angle, it's like this mirror that's like up against a wall. Sure, why not? But this is fully angled out.
It's angled out
so that this poor woman with her MS can just stare at herself. It's like no one would have a mirror at that angle specifically at that time of day.
Jax, what kind of thoughts you got?
At that time of day, I got there, Jax.
I think that poor woman with her MS looks gorgeous. And if I look like Wendie Malick, I want to stare at myself all day too.
I don't think most sick people want to just stare at themselves all day. I'm not saying Gus didn't look great. You want to stare at yourself when you're going through it?
Guys, I had a bad fall last week. Do you want to know how many photos I have of my busted face? At least 200 selfies on my phone.
You've not posted a one on Instagram, though.
I don't want to trigger people.
I don't know. I thought the mirror placement was bizarre.
Yeah, I understand that.
Dana? So we've made a big deal about how green beans are not a big deal at Southern restaurants, but at the Chicken Sisters, they brag on these green beans. These green beans are soaked in the garlic and the blah, blah, blah. And they do all these fancy things. You got to get the green. I hear tell about your green beans. And then to start this episode, they have the gall for this guy to order green beans and for Wendie Malick, a chicken sister herself, to go, you don't want green beans. You want mac and cheese. Chicken Sisters, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You cannot gaslight me with 13 episodes of pro-green bean propaganda only to do the right thing in episode 14. That's crazy. When she said that, I was watching with Brandon, and out loud I went, so he doesn't want that. We finally get what green beans are, where the chicken sister that made them is correcting him.
I do have a legitimate question though. Has Wendie Malick been the one pushing them, or has it been every other player?
Maybe Gus hates the green beans.
But Gus but they run the restaurant together, and the green beans are clearly famous. Even if you don't like him as much,
maybe she can just read people.
Yeah, you don't want the green beans.
Yeah. Nope, that you don't want them.
You don't want the green beans.
I know you.
You want the mac and cheese.
Yes, by looking into your soul, your essence, I can tell.
I get what they're doing with Frank Jr. using the recipe and him trying to create a rivalry again. It still is, even for Hallmark, hitting the nail on the head to make the line outside of his restaurant all men. like guys, I get it. I know. I get the illustration. I get the toxic masculinity. I get all of it. The Chicken Sisters restaurant is a diverse, quite a cornucopia of people of all genders and races. And at Frank Jr.'s restaurant, the only people that can enjoy the fried chicken that's the same fried chicken you're getting at the other place is all dudes. What are we doing? Come on, just let people line up.
There's sports on there, and only men watch the
There's
sport.
big screen TVs and sports, like men like it. That's right. Yeah. Guys, the person that does the wedding marriage licenses, the way that you spell the name May is M-A-E. That is not a weird spelling of the name May. If you spelled it M-A-Y, that would be a weird spelling of the name May. That is we got to figure out something else that can go wrong. What if we write this in? It's bad writing. It just is. You can't do that. Do you know of anyone that their name is May that isn't M-A-E?
No, I don't.
That's just common knowledge. Nobody would put M-A-Y.
Except for maybe.
Maybe.
If your name is maybe.
Yeah.
You
Like in Arrested Development.
Yeah, you would maybe short it to
I
that.
think even her name's not spelled M-A-Y-B-E.
Probably not.
I think it's spelled differently.
Probably not.
I think it's spelled M-A-E-B-Y, if I'm not mistaken. So there's that. And then, I don't know, close the windows in your house during a hurricane?
Tornado.
Well, it was, there was a tornado alert, but it was a storm. I was calling it a hurricane just for the fun of it. There's a massive storm. Gang, you shouldn't have your windows open. This is like the first thing they teach you in school is get away from the windows. You have your windows open during a storm.
The very least she could have done before she left to pull the alarm was to close those windows for her.
Yeah, the window
sweet
that the
friend.
tree crashes through, but there's also windows open in where Amanda is and at the restaurant. Like this whole town doesn't have air conditioning, I guess. I don't know. There's a storm.
Close the windows.
Close the windows. Yeah. It's like rule 1. Just close the windows. That's all I got.
It's time for Chicken or Fried. It's where we talk about more of this in such a way. Jax, you chicken or fried this week?
I want more of this in such a way. Brand, the way that you can string words together into
and
things
not
that
make any sense. That's right. Fantastic.
It is my greatest gift. It's my greatest gift.
It is so good. Guys, I'm chicken this week, y'all. Wait, that's the good one, right?
Sure.
Yes, I am hyped. I am slightly bummed that, we do think this show is going to get canceled, but I am really enchanted by everything that's happening. I'm glad that Frankie broke up with Dud. I hope that we get to see a kiss with her. And what's Sabrina's daughter's name?
Lindsay.
Lindsay. I hope we have a kiss or just like some cuddles or something.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be full kiss.
It doesn't have to be full kiss. They're kids, and this is Hallmark.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
Let them cuddle.
I actually don't know if they've ever had like teenagers kiss on Hallmark. So you know what? Like let's have them hold hands or something.
Sure.
But yeah, I am chicken. I'm excited to see where things go, and give me more Shawna as always.
Yeah. I'll say I'm chicken as well, which is the good one.
Yeah, that's the good one, as we all know.
Because this whole season, we've been like, what is the freaking deal with Nancy in this stupid thing? What is the point of all of it?
It's for her to run for mayor.
Which never occurred to me that is where it's going.
So many better ways to go about it.
There is, but I love Nancy running for mayor. If that is a storyline next season, if we're getting another season, I think that could be really fun. Her running for mayor, Gus, inner corner, like that. It's going to be fun. And I think, although the way that we got there was dumb, the fact that it led to something and it wasn't something that I anticipated, I'm thankful for that. It was a nice payoff for a dumb thing. Dan?
I'm also chicken this week because the episode's great, but I'm fried for my boy Sergio, who during the middle of a lunch rush where every table or booth is taken, all of his help leaves. There's a lunch rush. A lot of food needs to be getting out the window, and Amanda leaves. Amanda's daughter leaves, he's literally by himself in the restaurant. Justice for Sergio, but I'm checking for the episode. It's wonderful.
Fair enough. It's time for Chicken of the Week. It's where we dive deep into the life of a chicken that has been submitted to, I don't know why you're laughing. It's very serious.
I hope we hear from Big Pecker this week.
Wow.
We heard from Little Pecker last week.
Dan, who do we have today?
All it says here is cluck be a lady. That's all it says. It doesn't say anything else.
Cluck be a lady. Cluck be a lady. Give me that one clap.
I thought it was cluck be a lady tonight.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was, but this is a
It's cluck be a lady. Give me that one clap. Give me that two clap. Give me that triple clap. Tell me about that chicken fry. Go. Turn it over and switch. Turn it over and switch.
Can I ask, is this the chicken or the farmer that I'm speaking to?
The farmer.
So you
Yes, sir.
and you submitted, what's your name?
Danny
submitted Cluck Be a Lady
Yes.
as chicken of the week. Why?
It's a chicken. Thank you. It's a chicken. It's a chicken themed. You know, when you go to, you've been to weddings?
Yes.
You have cha-cha slide.
Yes.
You have electric slide.
Yes.
You have
Footloose.
Soldier Boy Tell 'em.
Macarena.
Nothing for the chickens.
So is this an actual chicken, Farmer Danny?
In a sense, it
It
is.
is.
It's
It has to be a
What
real
about
chicken.
the chicken dance, though? The chicken dance.
The chicken dance is there for chicken.
That song sucks.
Okay, but you said there was nothing and there is something. I think you could at least admit you were wrong there.
What do you mean?
Farmer Danny, is Cluck Be a Lady a real chicken, or is this a dance you made up that you're trying to get out there?
It's a chicken song.
So it's not a real chicken. I feel like we've been robbed.
It's a real chicken song.
I feel as though we've been robbed of a chicken of the week this week. That's how I feel.
Fine, I have a chicken. His name is TJ.
His name? Chickens are all female.
No, that's the misconcerner.
It's a misconcerner.
Cluck be a lady.
I did the triple right away.
All righty.
That was the chicken of the week, everybody.
That was. If you have a chicken, we only got a couple more weeks. hello@deckthehallmark.com if you'd like to submit your chicken. Jax, anything else for the people?
I just think Cluck Be a Lady is a great name for like a special menu item
At the Chicken Sisters.
restaurant. Yes,
Yeah.
I just think that was adorable and darling, and honestly, I'm going to be thinking about it for the rest of the day.
Cluck be a
You're
lady.
welcome. Yeah.
It might not be a chicken, but it is a chicken song.
And he didn't know. He didn't know Luck Be a Lady tonight.
Luck Be a Lady.
apparently.
No, but I know, so I like, can't figure out how you.
I don't know. I mean,
That's amazing.
Who knows with Farmer
knows?
Danny?
Who
You know what I
knows?
mean?
all right, we're gonna be back next week. Only 2 more episodes, so coming back to find out how it all ends this season.
Nay.
Until next time, may the first to wish you a
Merry Christmas. Deck the Hallmarks, a Bramble Jam podcast produced by Brandon Gray and the
Hello.
Yeah That Greenville Bramble Jam Podcast Network studios. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. You'll find info on the host and video of all of our episodes. You can listen to all of these episodes ad-free by going to bramblejamplus.com. Follow us on the Instagram at Deck the Hallmark. Leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcast or Spotify.